Hi, in this video we're configuring Centrify Identity Service for provisioning and role mapping into ServiceNow. In the previous videos we have set up our the provisioning settings on the ServiceNow side. Now we've done everything on the Centrify side, and now we're ready for testing. In this case, I'm going to go to Settings as an administrator, and I'm going to navigate to the Outbound Provisioning capability. So once I'm in the settings page, I'm going to press users, and we're going to go to the outbound provisioning options. So outbound provisioning, and notice in here I have one application enabled for provisioning, and I'm going to do start sync, and I'm going to bypass any caching of objects. So what's going to happen is that this job is going to be submitted, and I should get an email with all the information about the synchronization. However, we can actually go and take a look in here. Let me just close some tabs, save some memory. So we're looking into job history here. If there's any jobs, in this case, that are running or are pending, they should be listed here. So this one is still running. I have one from earlier this afternoon, right? And I was testing, and these are some of the results, right? So a user was added. So my expectation is, because I'm using kind of like the same type of setup here, is that this is going to work. So in this case, I have more objects because I have more roles that are being mapped. So notice that some things actually worked, some things didn't work, right? So for example, notice that there's things that did not update, and I have a bunch of users here that have no email address, right? And that's okay, because that's a rule on the other end. But notice right here that I have Lisa, which is one of my interesting users, actually synchronized, and Diana. So let's go ahead and take a look. And let's take a look at, for example, Diana. So let's go to users, and we're going to go to user administration. So Diana before was created by hand. No roles were added to her if you were looking at this before. So we're going to find DWorth is one of them. Actually, so one of them was created by me before. Now the users are coming in with their UPN, right? So we should see them with a complete name. Right, so let's use a different filter here. All right, so notice this is the provisioned user, right? She came in, she's a system administrator. My expectation is that she was added to the admins group. And notice that she's been added correctly to the admins group, and these are all the fields that came in, including the email address and all this stuff. The other user is Lisa, so let's go ahead and try and find her. So notice that there's Lisa here, right? An easy thing that I can do for testing is to impersonate the user. So I can just go and type Lisa, and we can take a look. So we provisioned her as an idle admin. So notice that I'm able to switch to Lisa. I should also be able to launch this application as Diana right here from the user portal, and I should be able to log in as her. So Lisa's loading, but let me go ahead and log out. Should be logging out. We don't want any cross-pollination. So let me see what happens when I log in here as Diana. And there you have it. We're going to get both SSO and provisioning of users and roles as well, which is a very important capability. And here's Diana being able to log in, and her profile is of an admin, so she has quite powerful entitlements.